This is the WZRD News for Monday, March 21st, 2022. Musical accompaniment by Steve Million from the album What I Meant to Say. For Black families, the media and the public are not captivated by the stories of their missing daughters. There is no national search, nor an evening news special. The coverage they receive will quickly fade away, and the families will continue their search alone. This statement is historically as true as it is bleak. In 2020, 268,884 women were reported missing, according to the National Crime Information Center, with nearly 100,000 of those being Black women and girls. While Black women account for less than 15% of our U.S. population, they made up more than one-third of all missing women reported in 2020. In a 2016 study, Missing White Women Syndrome, legal scholar Zach Summers found that when Black people are missing, the media cover them with fewer stories in comparison to other demographic groups. In addition to making up a disproportionate percentage of all missing people and receiving less media coverage, Black women and girls are also at increased risk of being harmed. More than 20% of Black women are raped in their lifetime. That is a higher share than women overall, according to the Institute for Women's Policy Research. The risk of intimate partner violence is higher for Black women. 45% of Black women experienced physical violence, sexual violence, or stalking from their intimate partner, according to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Black women face a particularly high risk of being killed at the hands of a man. According to the FBI, at least 4 Black women were murdered per day in 2020. That number is probably an undercount, as crimes against Black women go unreported. When it comes to human trafficking, Black women are at increased risk here as well. As outlined in the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation report on human trafficking, in a 2-year study of human trafficking incidents across the country, 40% of sex trafficking victims were identified as Black women. According to the FBI, 53% of all juvenile prostitution arrests are Black children. There is no such thing as juvenile prostitution. This is sex trafficking, as juveniles cannot consent to sell sex. Implicit bias plays a hand here. Black girls have long faced misconceptions of hypersexuality, leading society to downplay instances of sexual assault, trafficking, and prostitution. U.S. Representative Robin Kelly, Democrat in the 2nd District, recently chaired a subcommittee hearing of the House Committee on Oversight and Reform on this crisis. She has also introduced the bipartisan Protect Black Women and Girls Act, which would establish an interagency task force to examine the conditions and experiences of Black women and girls in the United States. U.S. Representative Kelly is a member of the House Committee on Oversight and Reform, chair of the Congressional Black Caucus Health Brain Trust, and co-founder and co-chair of the Caucus on Black Women and Girls. Source: U.S. Representative Robin Kelly. And the Chicago Sun-Times, March 10, 2022.